At the same time, Joe Lieberman is a very specific symbol of a certain kind of Jewish accomplishment, because what was the common thinking about who would rise and what would it take for a Jew to rise in American politics? You know, when Barry Goldwater was running for president in '64, Harry Golden observed, "I always knew the first Jew to run for president would be an Episcopalian."
Be an Episcopalian. Be an Episcopalian.
And that joke got at a certain truth. It was that idea that to rise you had to somehow efface your Jewishness. And that in our time it may not be rhinoplasty anymore or anglicizing your name. But didn't we all think somehow that whoever the first Jew would be to run on the major party ticket, and you know, I don't mean like the Trotskyite ticket, but a major party ticket, that it would be, I don't know, an Ed Koch sort of figure or a Dianne Feinstein sort of figure. Somebody who was culturally, ethnically Jewish, but either not religious or not publicly religious. And yet, lo and behold, who is it who gets nominated? It's Joe Lieberman. Orthodox, publicly observant, not going to campaign on Shabbat and during the high holy days, being watched by Matt Drudge to see if he takes a sip of water on Tisha B'Av. God help us, what my friend Ari Goldman, refers to as, the Matt Drudge Tzitzis check. And that's who's named the ticket. And he's a symbol of this resurgence, this revival, this renaissance within Orthodox life and religious life in American Jewry. And then at the same time, I was reading during the early stages of the campaign all these articles about Al Gore's daughter, Karenna, who was his main advisor. And many of these articles mentioned that she's married to a fellow named Andrew Schiff, and that this Andrew Schiff is a doctor. And so as I'm reading these articles, I'm thinking, wow, this is really incredible. You know, Al Gore, the guy, nominates an Orthodox Jew to be his vice president, and then his daughter marries a Jewish guy. You know, give Al Gore an ADL award. And indeed, as I found out a little bit about Andrew Schiff, I found out he's from an incredible Jewish background. Andrew Schiff's either great or great-great-grandfather was Jacob Schiff, the investment banker and railroad magnate, one of the German Jewish grandees of his time, a philanthropist and all-around macher. And his great-aunt was Dottie Schiff, who was the publisher of the New York Post back before Murdoch bought it and converted it to fiction. And if you remember Dottie Schiff's Post, it was an emblem, it was an organ of a certain kind of big city Jewish liberalism with its pro-labor, anti-communist, kind of hard-headed and at the same time soft-hearted take on the world. And so out of this incredible lineage, here's Andrew Schiff. Except that what I found out is that Andrew Schiff, and this is no Harry Golden joke, is Episcopalian. And I don't know if this happened by conversion or by an intermarriage. It's sort of irrelevant. The point is he is what he is.
And while it's very rare statistically for Jews in America to actually convert to another religion,